Have you ever felt that quiet stillness after a storm? That moment when the chaos finally settles, the noise fades, and for the first time in a long time, there's space to breathe, to see, to simply be. In alchemy, this profound stage is called albedo, the white work. It's the dawn that breaks after the darkest night of blackening. Negredo, the black work, is the stage of breakdown, of confronting your shadows, of everything falling apart. But albedo is what comes next. It's not about suddenly becoming a new person. It's about gently washing away everything that no longer belongs, purifying what remains after the fire. Imagine your ego, your sense of self, has been cracked wide open. The illusions you held dear have shattered. The identities you clung to have burned away. Albedo is the process where your consciousness starts to reorganize itself from that raw, honest place. Suddenly, your thoughts begin to slow down. The overwhelming grip of your emotions starts to loosen. You begin to notice a subtle but powerful difference between what you feel and what is actually true. In this phase, a quiet clarity replaces the raw intensity of the breakdown. The alchemists described it perfectly. It's the washing of the blackened matter until it turns pure white. Psychologically, this washing happens through reflection. It's when you can look back at your past without collapsing into the pain of it. You can remember difficult times without being possessed by them. You start observing the patterns in your life instead of just reliving the same old stories over and over. There's a distinct feeling of lightness here. It might not be ecstatic joy or thrilling excitement, but it's a deep, profound sense of relief. It feels like you're no longer drowning in your own inner world. Albedo is often associated with the cool, calm energy of water and the moon, a stark contrast to the scorching fire of Negredo. It moves slowly, rhythmically, like the tides. You might find yourself naturally drawn to silence, to solitude, to deep rest, not because you're avoiding the world, but because your soul needs it to heal and listen. This is where your psyche learns to truly listen. You become more aware of your subtle emotional reactions. You sense when something feels off, long before it escalates into a full-blown crisis. Your intuition sharpens, not with loud visions, but with quiet, clear discernment. This is the crucial stage where your inner truth begins to separate itself from all the inner noise. Many people experience spontaneous emotional releases during albedo. You might find yourself crying, but without the drama. You might feel grief, but without the sense of collapse. You might even find yourself forgiving, not by forcing it, but because the resentment simply loses its power. There's no urgency in albedo. Things just fall away naturally. Old, destructive habits lose their charge. Old grudges no longer demand your attention. You stop fighting with parts of yourself and begin to simply understand them. This phase is deeply connected to what Carl Jung called the inner feminine principle, or anima. This isn't about gender. It's a psychic function present in all of us. It's about receptivity, replacing the need for control. It's about quiet observation, replacing the urge to dominate a situation. It's about being present with what is, rather than compulsively trying to change it. Instead of desperately trying to fix yourself, you allow yourself to be seen, fully and honestly, by your own awareness. But albedo has a subtle danger, because it feels so clean, so calm, so resolved. Many people mistake it for the final destination. They think, I've made it, I'm healed. The ego, now purified and polished, can quietly rebuild itself under the disguise of spirituality. You might start to feel you're above conflict, above messy emotions, above the intensity of life. But albedo is not completion, it's preparation. If you stay in this white, sterile phase for too long, the psyche can become detached and lifeless. The alchemists warned that the white, without the red that follows, becomes dead matter. Albedo gives you incredible insight. You finally understand why things happened. You recognize your wounds. You see your projections onto others. But understanding alone doesn't create transformation. Albedo shows you the truth, but it doesn't yet give you the power to live that truth in the world. This is why albedo must eventually give way to the next stage. Its role is absolutely essential, though. Without this purification, any attempt to build something new will just be built on a distorted foundation. It's in albedo that a true inner sense of ethics emerges. Not rules imposed on you from the outside, but a compass that arises from your own inner alignment. You stop asking what feels good and start asking what feels true. You become less reactive, less defensive, and more grounded in yourself. Your identity becomes quieter, more flexible. You're no longer clinging to who you were during the collapse, nor are you desperately rushing to become who you think you should be. You are simply here, observing, being. Albedo teaches patience. It teaches humility. It teaches clarity without arrogance. Most people, honestly, never truly enter this phase because they do everything they can to avoid the initial breakdown of negredo. Others just touch it briefly, mistake the calm for the end of the journey, and stop there. But the alchemical path doesn't allow for shortcuts. Albedo is the stillness after the storm, the silence after the confession, the clarity that follows disintegration. It is not the end of the journey, but without it, the journey cannot continue. Only a psyche that can reflect without distortion can later withstand the fire of true transformation. And so, when the washing is complete, when the soul has been clarified, the great work moves forward once more. It moves toward heat, toward embodiment, toward union. It moves toward the red work. Thank you so much for joining me on this part of the journey. If this resonated with you, I'd be honored if you'd like and subscribe. There's so much more to explore together. See you in the next one.